Hi, welcome to today's overview of CommTrack. CommTrack is a commission system that works with QuickBooks. What we're going to show you today is the way it processes and some of the features. Once you've installed CommTrack and activated it, this is the screen that's going to come up. So what we're going to do is, the first thing we usually do is we'll go into setup options and we'll go into commission options, and we'll go through some of the main features. What we do is, if you've got a lot of reps, CommTrack allows for unlimited reps processing. You can put your default commission rate, like say it's 5%, and then click load. It'll load all those reps at 5%. Then what you could do is you can go in, and this will take a little bit of time depending on how many reps you have, and then you can go actually change the rate to whatever you want for a particular rep. And you could do that by, you could just either go this way or you could go find the rep like that. So a lot of this other information is really for just for knowledge. It really doesn't apply to anything except for the sales groups, which we'll go over later. Anyway, so once you do that, and this step here is done once. The first, what you usually do is you load all the, you'll put the date in that the last time you did commissions, and then what's going to happen? It's going to everything before that. It's going to flag as processed, so it won't come up. So what we're going to do is, those are the things that you usually have to do in the beginning. But once it's set up and the reps are set up, the normal processing is basically you just go get invoices. I just have it set for 1 day. You could do, if you hit submit, you're going to get all the reps. You could do a selection, and you could do one at a time. Or you could do multiples by holding down the control key. But what we're going to do now, though, is we're going to just get invoices, and we're going to click submit. And what it's doing now is it's getting all the customers and the items that have been added or changed since you loaded the system. This way it keeps you up to date with everything. And then what it's going to do is going to get any credit memos, any other information it needs, and then eventually it's going to go get invoices. This system does not do sales receipts, it does invoices. And same thing with CommTrack Pro. So once this is finished, then it's going to come into a little database. This is all written in Access 2010. So it'll come into a little database which will look very similar to a QuickBooks invoice. So and then what we're going to do after that, once it loads up, we're going to show you how it processes. I mean the reports, what kind of reports you have. And as you see now, it's getting invoices for credit memos. So this system, what it does is it loads in the payments, and then based on the payments, it gets the invoices that are applied. I believe we have it set to, you have two choices, either fully paid or all invoices. Fully paid means if you were getting invoices from, say, May 1st to May 31st, you'd get all the invoices that were paid during that period. If you use all invoices, May 1st to May 31st, you get all the invoices with an invoice date from May 1st to May 31st. So that's the difference. And most people do paid invoices. We do have some people do by invoice date, but that's not really the majority of the clients we have. Okay, so it's pretty well finished. It'll come up with a screen like this, and you can either go one by one like this, or you could click on this and this will give you all invoices. This will give you just credit memos. Now if you want it, you can also find a particular invoice by using this feature. You see it's got all this information. Most of this information will come out on the reports. This shows you when the payments actually were made. As you see, the payment date was 4/1. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to, and you see this just shows you the quantity, the price, the rate, the commission, And we're going to close this now. And once you pull in, this is the report that most people use. You click on preview and it'll show you a preview of this report. Shows you the invoice, all the items, and the commission and the total commission. And you can it'll break by rep also, and it'll give you totals. The other thing is, the other report that a lot of people use is this commission statement summary. If you don't want to see the items, as you can see, this report just shows you the invoice, the amount subject to, and commission. And a lot of people just want to see that. Okay, so another report that a lot of people like is this total report. This is good because it gives you kind of a feeling for how accurate it is. If you normally paying $1,000 a month in commissions to people, and you see something for 500,000, you know there's probably an enter somebody entered a number wrong. So anyway, that's the reports, and you can view bills, which looks very similar to the total report. And then you can send the bills to QuickBooks, and just for the vendors, not for payroll. And then you can update history. When you update history, it'll flag all those invoices as processed. So if you went to get invoices again, you wouldn't get anything. Okay, there's system utilities that most people stay away from, but you can export data into Excel. You can delete commission history. You can clear data if you're testing. You can compact your database. This is very important. You can change the database. Say you want to put your data file on. You can put your data file on the server and then point this to the server. So that's how you do that. So anyway, there's paid invoice report, and going back to the commission options, we had it set to fully paid, so those are the invoices that were fully paid from that period. There's a couple other options. That's pretty much how it works. The other thing that people always ask is, what happens if I want to bypass freight or something, any item in QuickBooks? You could do that simply by adding. You have to go to the last one and add. If it was freight, you just add freight here and close. And you always have to get invoices again. And then what it does is clears that file and gives you the new set of data. So hopefully that was helpful. We'd be glad to show you a demo if you need more of a demo, either a live demo, or we could send the link to you. This again was for CommTrack. The next video that you see underneath that is for CommTrack Pro. CommTrack Pro has more features related to commission plans and for using custom fields. So okay, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it, and please feel free to just email us, and thank you very much again. Bye.